let's talk about this. We've got a really interesting looking binomials here that we got to multiply out. But remember what we have to do every single time we've got a binomial. Yes, everybody's favorite FOIL, you betcha. So what you should do here is start off with this 4 root 2 and multiply it by that. And remember, it's always numbers times numbers, radicals times radicals. So if you look at this, this is like saying 4 root 2 times 7 root 2. Numbers times numbers, so 4 times 7 is going to give us 28. We have a root 2 times root 2, but the cool thing about root 2 times root 2 is that you're going to have a root 4. A root 4, you know the square root of 4 is just 2. So this would be like 28 times 2. That's how it works, all right? So 28 times 2, no problem. 56. You've got it. So there's your first number. Whew, that was a lot for the first one. Let's take a look at the outers now. Outers. Again, this is going to be 4 root 2 times 5 root 5. All right, so now we got 4 times 5, which is 20, and root 2 times root 5, which works out to be root 10. That, of course, is added to this mess down here, 20 root 10. Then let's go to the next one. Let's do our inners. That would be this guy. It'd be 3 root 3 times 7 root 2. And look at that. 3 root 3, 3 times the 7 works out to be 21. So this is 21. And root 3 times root 2 is root 6. Perfect. All right, let's finish this thing off. Woohoo, here it is. Last but not least, 3 root 3 times 5 root 5. Numbers times numbers. That would give you plus 15. Now, radicals times radicals, root 15. Now, remember, once this is all said and done, you should be looking at combining like terms. Well, we got to find terms that are like. Well, right now, the way it sits, I mean, this doesn't have a radical. This has a root 10. This has a root 6. This has a root 15. Well, wait a second. Maybe these radicals can break down. Let's try. Well, there's nothing to try here. That's just going to be plain old 56. See if we can break down root 10. Well, that's 5 times 2. Nope, no doubles there, so we can't break that guy. So 20 root 10 it is. That sits there the way it is. Now, look at this number here, root 6. That's 2 times 3. Again, no pairs, no doubles, so can't break that one down. That's 21 root 6. How about this one? Oh, well, 15 is 5 times 3. Well, there's no pair there either. So guess what? That's 15, root 15 still sits there. And look, not a single one of these is alike. So guess what? That whole thing is your answer. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Yeah, that's your answer. That's the way it goes. All right, so now let's go back and now let's take a look with new zest and vigor. This ugly one. Oh, well, before we do that, let's clean this up. Let's remove all those distractions. Here we go. Look what we have to multiply by. Oh my goodness. Woo, that looks nasty. Just remember the one thing I taught you so far. Numbers times numbers, radicals times radicals. Okay, so here we go. That would have to distribute to this and to this. Do one at a time. So I'm going to do it way over here. Minus 2 root 11c, and we're going to multiply this by 4 root 2c cubed. Okay, there you've got it. Numbers times numbers. So that's going to give you minus 8, right? And then the radicals times radicals, which gives you the square root of 22c to the 4. You know what? Before we even multiply that other one out, let's simplify this as much as we can. Take a look at this number right now the way it is. Can you break down the 22? Well, sure you can. 2 times 11, but there's no pair there. But look at this. There's a C4 here. So can't you say minus 8 times root 22 root C4? Those are the same, right? That's the same as this guy right here. exactly the same. All I did is I broke this guy and this guy down into two separate beasts. Now, watch this. This is the cool part. You can't do anything with the root 22, so that stays there. There's the root 22. But look at this. What is c to the 4? Well, c to the 4 is just c times c times c times c. So there's one pair, there's a second pair, and there's nothing left. So in fact, this is root 8, or I should say minus 8, root 22 c squared. That's right, there's two c's making it a c squared. Now, if you clean this up a little bit, this works out to be minus 8 c squared root 22. Okay, that's only half of the problem. Let's go back now and solve the rest. Okay, do you remember this beast up here? Oh, look at that one. Woo! Okay, so here we go again. Minus 2 root 11c times minus 3, because that's a minus here, minus 3 root 3. Let's multiply these guys together. Let's see what we get. Numbers times numbers. That'll give us a positive 6. And now root 11c times root 3, which works out to root 33c. Always double and triple check to see if you can't break this guy down. If you can break him down, great. But we all know that's 3 times 11. There's no pairs there. Even looking at the c, there's no pair there. So guess what? That's your final answer. So we're going to put that with the one that we had earlier, which was right here. So plus 6 root 33c. And that's how you get it. Oh my, what a beautiful question.